Hi Norton, my name's Dave Heaney.
And I'm Amy Sawyer.
We're both concerned citizens here in town. Like you, we love Norton and care about all the people in it. Young or old, rich or poor, men or women. We want Norton to try to be as best as it can to meet the needs of everybody, including the property taxpayers like us who ultimately pay the bills.
Senior citizens, children, and all of us in between deserve a town and a town government that understands our needs and is dedicated to a common sense approach to government that gets us the best bang for our buck when it comes to spending the hard-earned money we all pay in taxes. It's an ever-changing world out there, and we need to make sure our government is not stuck in the past while its people must deal with the present and the future.
So with that in mind, we've joined with a number of our friends, neighbors, and fellow citizens to form a group called Norton Citizens for a Charter Commission. Our goal, and our only goal, is to follow the state rules and collect the signatures of at least 15% of registered town voters in order to form an elected charter commission at an upcoming town election. That commission will then study our entire town government from top to bottom. They can make recommendations to improve all aspects of it, share those recommendations with the townspeople, and then, and this is the important part, they send those recommendations back to the ballot where every registered voter in Norton will have the chance to vote yes or no on accepting them. And in the end, you, the voters, will decide.
That's right, Dave. So in short, what our group is doing is trying to collect about 2,500 signatures from registered voters who want to see our government study for possible improvements. As a group, we have no other intentions or agenda. We're not backing any specific change, although individual members certainly have their own individual opinions, just like everybody does. But we're not proposing any specific action, not eliminating any town boards, not changing any current institutions, or anything else. All we're doing is saying this: our system is complex, and it can be challenging to participate in it. We need to have a group of citizens chosen directly by the voters themselves look at it and see if there are constructive changes that can make it better.
Absolutely right. So when you sign our petition, the only thing you're supporting is the forming of a commission and the exercising of your right to pick the members of it. Signing our petition doesn't mean you want to change town meeting, eliminate town boards, or take any other specific action. The only thing our petition does is make sure that someone is looking at how Norton's town government can get better, and that the people that are doing the looking are people that you choose, not ones chosen by people who are already in office.
Because, and this is very important, if you don't look at the problem, you can't find a solution. It's been over 40 years since Norton has had a charter commission chosen by the voters to focus on constructive changes to our town government. A lot has changed in Norton over the past 40 years, and that's way too long without an objective viewing of possible changes by those elected just for that purpose.
So look, signing our petition doesn't commit you to anything. It doesn't move us towards eliminating anything, changing anything, or even adding anything. What it does guarantee is that you, our fellow voters here in town, will pick 9 of your fellow citizens to study how the town government can be improved.
If you're in favor of making any particular changes in our town government, you should sign our petition so a commission can look at it. You could also even think about running for the commission. If you don't have any specific changes in mind, you should sign our petition so that you can be presented with changes you might not have even considered. And if you happen to think that everything in Norton's government is great, it can't hurt to sign just to see if there's something the commission can uncover to make it better.
There's plenty of positive things to talk about in Norton's town government, but it certainly isn't perfect. Why wouldn't we want to take a good, hard look at how our government is run?
So that's our story. We're not some radical group out to attack our institutions and force you into something you don't want. We're the neighbors, parents, grandparents, and friends you haven't met yet who just want to make sure we leave no stone unturned and no option unpursued that might help make Norton a better place, improve our services, and maybe even save us all some money in the end.
So when you see us out around town collecting signatures, stop over and say hello. We'd love your signature, we'd really appreciate your help, and we'd just like to say hi. In the end, we need your support to make sure Norton's government truly reflects the will of the people.
Thanks for listening, and thanks for helping out. See you guys around town.